Welcome back to another episode of Pulse on the Market. I'm your host, Jaden Vrains, founder of Vrains Capital, and today's going to be short. I have a flight to catch right now. I'm going back to Oregon to watch my sister sign to play college soccer at Lane Community College, so proud of her, but we're going home to see the signing, to hang out with the family. It's also her birthday. But there is some news I want to keep you guys updated on. This show is designed to help you guys stay in the loop regarding everything stocks, crypto, real estate, whatever it be. And let's get right into it. So first off, today's been it's been average. I mean, the Dow's up 0.07, Nasdaq up 0.15, S&P up 0.1. The small caps are flat. Same with the 10-year, it's only down 0.08%. And this is because the rate cut decision is happening this afternoon of whether or not we cut it, or inflation data has been signaling. The Federal Reserve is expected to keep interest rates unchanged. This follows the recent data showing higher than expected consumer and wholesale prices. But today, Chair Powell, you guys know Powell, will shed more light on the Fed's position at this afternoon's press conference. So that'll happen this afternoon. And we should see either an immediate pullback or another push towards a new all-time high for all indexes for the market in general. And we'll see, but it's very unlikely because of the recent data that came out, and that's the whole thing that Powell was saying last time, is that he simply needs more data because they're not exactly sure as of right now. They don't want to rush too quickly into a situation like this. It would be like playing, sports on an almost healed broken bone. It could make it worse, re-break it, or just put it in an even worse condition than it was in the first place. So it's better to play it safe. Make sure that the data is showing a decrease in inflation, and then we can go ahead and cut the rates. All right, but for news for today, so President Biden is set to announce an $8.5 billion grant to Intel for the construction of semiconductor plants in Arizona, Ohio, New Mexico, and Oregon. So this is the largest investment under the CHIPS Act, and it's expected to create thousands of jobs, which is nice. And so this is pretty big news for Intel. I thought the stock would go up a little bit more. It's only up around 0.5% today. But this is pretty huge. For the economy in general, the government is backing up semiconductor plants. It's good for that industry as a whole. And I could see this benefiting the entire industry because it shows that there's such a demand for semiconductors. There's a new Microsoft AI CEO, which is cool, Mustafa Suleyman. He was the co-founder of Google DeepMind, and he now joins Microsoft as the CEO of its new AI division. So he's going to oversee consumer AI products like Copilot, Bing, Edge, and so this is pretty big news for the change in leadership over at Microsoft. Google got fined $272 million for failing to comply with commitments regarding payments to French publishers for their news. This is over in France, and I didn't know you can fine Google for so much. It must have been a pretty big deal. But even bigger, I like that Chipotle is splitting their stock. So currently, Chipotle is so expensive. It's priced at $2,987 per share. And yes, I don't know if they've ever split before. Their EPS is through the roof. It's at around 10 per share every single time. It's been at 12.65, and they're planning to split 50-1. So this will bring the stock as of right now down to a little under $60 a share, if my math's correct. And so this is pretty big news for Chipotle, and it's going to make the stock more affordable. And I think that they're going to have a bigger influx of investors into Chipotle. And you can already see it today. It's up 7%, up around $200 a share off this news. And it makes sense. Once a stock's cheaper, especially a stock like Chipotle that's priced so high, then there's going to be a higher influx of people wanting to invest in Chipotle. All right. The crypto market lost around $400 billion. This follows the significant sell-off after Bitcoin hit an all-time high last week, and it briefly dipped below 61,000, which is nuts. Let's see what it's currently at. I haven't checked it this morning. Yeah, it's at 64. So it dips and then it goes back up, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it go right back up to where it was before. I think there is a little bit of profit taking. There's some people skeptical of the long-term play in crypto, in Bitcoin. For crypto, it's a lot harder to get back into positions because it can go up so quickly Or and also if you're holding, then shoot, you can lose half of it very quickly. It's very, very risky, but it's crazy. I know people day trading crypto, and just this year he's made 24,000% on his portfolio day trading crypto. So it's pretty lucrative if you know how to do it right. I will admit that. General Mills, their stock is GIS. They surpassed sales and profit expectations for quarter 3, for the third quarter, and so let's see here. They're up around 3% pre-market, so they did pretty well. JetBlue's cutting their routes, so they're trying to reduce the costs and improve profitability. So, for example, they're reducing flights from Los Angeles and ending routes to several international and domestic destinations. So this is part of just a broader effort to cut costs and improve profitability. Zillow took a huge hit. Their stock dropped nearly 13% after there was a $418 million NAR settlement, NAR, and this was supposed to affect realtor commissions. So this signals to all investors, it's a concern over like the Zillow's business model, if it's going to be less profitable, and you can see it reflect in the price of the stock, and it's down 13%. A little tip for investing psychology: we have to see past Mr. Market for examples like these. Especially if we're bullish on Zillow in the long run and we see it drop 13%, we'd be really tempted to sell. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't sell if you currently have this position. It's all personal opinion. But I'm just saying you should be able to see past, Mr. Market. That's the people in the market that cause it to go up and down and up and down and up and down, but there's a continuous increase or a continuous decrease, sorry. So, it's easier said than done to see past that, but it's a very emotional game, and it's key to not be an emotional trader, to see past all that garbage and to have a long-term perspective. Warren Buffett would be proud of you if you were able to accomplish that. All right. Let's see here. So Boeing has just been getting hammered, one story after another. So they've been fraught with challenges, according to this news report, leading to heightened scrutiny over its manufacturing quality and safety standards. You can see a full timeline of issues here. There's a link to it. The company has also decided to cap 737 jet production at below 38 units per month. Not very good news. And as many of you guys know, there was the whistleblower for Boeing that ended up dying miraculously. A lot of people were comparing it to Epstein being a whistleblower, and then he died in his car outside of the hotel. So, little sus, very sus actually, very suspect. And we see it in the stock price of Boeing. It has been getting clobbered. Today it's up 1.6%, but just year to date, let's check out the percentage for the year to date. They're down 30% year to date. So similar to Tesla and just getting clobbered, but they're hindering their 737 production, which hurts other companies like the airlines. They're expecting to receive 70 and they receive 30. So this is not good news for other airlines as well. All right. Let's see here. Anything else that's important? That's super duper important. Mainly, it's the Fed rate cut decision today. And I will be watching. I'll probably be watching that live, at least trying to, and just be up to date with that, because this could sway the market in either direction. And I kind of want to get in early to try and swing trade a little bit to ride one of those waves. But that is it for today. I really do got to get going. I appreciate you guys for listening, though. And once again, this is for informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial investment or legal advice. It's all personal opinion. Could all be wrong. It's all risky. You could lose all your money. And you shouldn't do anything just because I said it, please. And you're responsible for all losses that occur after this podcast. It's all risky, as Jim Rohn once said. Love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Actually, maybe not, because tomorrow I'll be flying tomorrow morning. We'll see. Hopefully see you guys tomorrow.